The 10 days PC have been given to Sheikh Shahjahan. 10 days PC have been given to Sheikh Shahjahan. That's the latest development, and right now he'll be taken for medical and then he will be taken to the Thana. Now which Thana, which police custody he will be taken into, that is very important, because this Sandeshkhali, this Shorb area and all this area, they are very highly sensitive area, and security is a big concern. So whether they, it's going to be very difficult for the police to take Shahjahan in their custody in Sandeshkhali Thana, because there is a rage of the villagers out there. There is a Shahjahan stronghold area of Shorb area. If Shahjahan being taken from that area, there might be some protests that area too. So police is really keeping it top secret where they are taking Shahjahan, because anything can happen, and this is a very sensitive, very high profile case. So that thing has to be really taken into consideration. We really does not know. It might
and rightly so, Kamalika, when you say that,
this is also a very important aspect.
Also give us a sense of what the security situation is like, since you aptly highlighted the kind of cloud that Sheikh Shahjahan commands over this entire area. What is the security at the moment like in Bashirhat and the adjoining areas?
Definitely, everywhere, the security has been tightened up. The security has been tightened up in Shahjahan's home place, that Shorb area, the Shahjahan market area, those places. Security have been tied up in Sandeshkhali island itself. But what we are getting it from our sources, that it's unlikely that he will be taking to Sandeshkhali Thana, because that's a high profile, he's a high profile now, he's accused, and there is every chance that, there are two sides. There are people who support Shahjahan. They can protest. The villagers have huge anger against Shahjahan. So if they see Shahjahan, there can be a rage out there. And above everything, we saw the body language of Shahjahan. Let me tell you, Shahjahan's body language was not that, he was arrested and he's feeling bad about something. His body language was too confident. He looked at us and he said, he just did this, which means no, he's not guilty. So Shahjahan was really looking like, what he is. He was not guilty. He was not, repentant. There was no fear in Shahjahan's eyes. I remember that he's a TMC leader. I have been interviewing him from the 2019. I remember he has his own aura, but it was very strange to see that if he is arrested by police, so many fingers on him, and apart from that, Shahjahan was not even bothered. Now that's also a very big question which the opposition is also raising, that why Shahjahan is so confident here inside. And there where the opposition claim is that Shubhendra Adhikari's tweet, if we refer, he was telling yesterday that there is some, the opposition is saying that there is some. But definitely for the government also, for the police also, they are trying to clearly show that it was a clear case. They were stopped by the ED, and now that they have got this stay out, they actually nabbed Shahjahan.
Absolutely, Kamalika. I'm going to request you to stay with us also. In the meantime, try and gather more information about where they will be taking Sheikh Shahjahan. Let's also quickly go across to Payal, who's currently en route to Sandeshkhali. Earlier, she was stationed outside the governor's residence. Payal, 10 days police custody now for Sheikh Shahjahan. Many are calling this a victory for women, but we'll say that this is not just a victory for women, also for the Enforcement Directorate and the Bharatiya Janata Party, which of course up the ante on the TMC especially. Having said that, what is the sense now you're getting? Because I'm sure the BJP will only be mounting their attack further, considering the timing of this arrest.
Yes, Akanksha very correctly put. This is going to be a huge victory as far as the women are concerned. Remember, women who spoke to us for days together essentially said that they did not have the courage to come out and really speak so far because they were extremely scared of the consequences. Sheikh Shahjahan would threaten them. His men would threaten them with dire circumstances, with dire situations, including sexual assault being levied on them, and also the fact that their lands were grabbed. Their men were picked up on frivolous charges, murder charges, etc. were pressed against them as well. But the timing of the arrest is extremely significant. Now this happens, Akanksha, exactly 24 hours before Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in the capital city of Kolkata, and then goes on to Arambagh, and of course will stay on and then go on to, Krishnanagar the following day as well. But this is going to be a huge ammunition as far as the BJP is concerned. Just last night, when we were speaking to Kiran Rijiju, Union Minister, he was also saying to us that he's been able to sense a lot of palpitation amongst people in terms of how the government really was functioning. Now, Mamata Banerjee had a huge woman support, woman base to her credit in 2021 assembly elections as well. I remember very clearly that whole Khala Hobe thing that you really saw pan out in Bengal was something which Mamata Banerjee really said that the women stood by her because they did not want her to be mocked at or made fun of, by the BJP leaders. But this is the line of attack that the BJP will now put up and say that, here you are in a state and probably the only woman chief minister in the country is not able to keep the women secure. So what is she talking about in terms of safety and security of women? So obviously where land is being grabbed, central government schemes are being grabbed by the TMC leaders. TMC leaders at the local level have faced various allegations. Women have come out and said that they were not allowed to vote, they were not given the job card money, they were not allowed to take benefit of central government schemes. So all of these things are coming to the fore at a very crucial juncture. In the next couple of months, you have the Lok Sabha elections happening. It's a bitter battle between the Congress, between the BJP and the TMC over here. Last time around, the BJP was able to get 18 seats. Of course, 16 MPs is where the BJP stands right now in terms of strength. From a party which had just about 2 seats in 2014. So the BJP has come a long way, not just in the Lok Sabha elections, but also in the assembly elections. And this is going to be the perfect ground which is going to be set as far as this is concerned, even though the TMC has said that the rule of law has prevailed and there's no need for the BJP to do politics over the entire issue. But undoubtedly, the BJP leaders kept the fire burning, they kept the issue burning. They tried to go to the location, they were stopped, there was 144 in place. The fact-finding team, the fact-finding delegation was stopped from going. All of these things have panned out over the last couple of weeks in Sandeshkhali, the small island that probably came to the notice only after all these issues were brought to the fore. So we'll have to just wait and see how it goes, because Shubhendu Adhikari is currently trying to fight out with the authorities over there, trying to go to Sandeshkhali.
Absolutely. In fact, we will keep tracking all those movements, especially as far as the BJP's own presence in Sandeshkhali is concerned. Payal, continue to stay with us. Let me also quickly go back to Kamalika as far as TMC's own narrative building exercise is concerned. Important to get in a sense of how the TMC has been reacting to all these developments. Kamalika, I want to know from you, Abhishek Banerjee of the TMC has been very quick in placing the blame on the Calcutta High Court. He said that it was because of the court order that the police was restrained and that there were legal complications to it, a claim that has of course openly been dismissed by the Calcutta High Court. I want you to shed light on what are these legal hurdles that were spoken about by Abhishek Banerjee. All right, I'll take that question from Payal. Yes, Payal, do shed light on the kind of defense that has been latched onto by the TMC when they talk about those legal hurdles which were restraining the Bengal police from arresting Sheikh Shahjahan.
For over the last 10 days or so, when the BJP was going hammer and tongs against the TMC, the first reaction came in from the party's National General Secretary, Abhishek Banerjee. Abhishek Banerjee on Saturday said that, on Sunday in fact, said that there is no question of shielding Sheikh Shahjahan. When we did not, shield the likes of Partha Chatterjee, who is currently behind bars, and we suspended him, why should we, really try to protect Sheikh Shahjahan? That's the question that Abhishek Banerjee, in fact, had also answered very effectively. But, the following day when the matter came to court, the court pulled up the TMC leadership for making such comments, and they said that they had put no restrictions on the arrest of Sheikh Shahjahan, further instructing the authorities that come what may, he must be arrested within the next 7 days, which assurance was also given by the state. But the timing of the arrest, the fact that he was able to get arrested within 3 days of the 7 days period, that is something also is very questionable, is what the BJP leadership is saying. The BJP leadership is saying that he was under the protection of the Bengal police. It was just a matter of producing him and showing him as allegedly arrested is what the BJP leadership has been saying. And they've been saying that he will be in fact given all the VIP benefits, and he will be running his own, Jungle Raj and Jungle Rule from the jail. That's the fear that the BJP has really expressed over here. Akansha, back to you.
All right, Payal, do stay with us. In the meantime, let's also listen in to the kind of political reactions that have poured in before we continue to get you to the latest updates with all our correspondents who've been tracking this situation from ground zero minute by minute.